छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन
Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of the Gay Knitter podcast. I am your host, Michael, also known as Yellow ZX5. I want to first thank and welcome all returning viewers and want to welcome also any new viewers. As of right now, we are trending at about 91 subscribers on YouTube. So if you remember, when we get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I also have a coupon code, which I will be giving out later in the podcast. This is going to be rather short because nothing much has been going on. So, works in progress. Right now, what is on my needles, it's living in my lovely Mandy Pine Cone double point holders. She has to make me one that's a little bit bigger because this one barely makes it into this one, just because of the stitching deal on the inside. It works great. Mandy Pinecone Crafts, she was on last episode. So I started my sock blanket, the little squares. The first square I knitted was in a custom dyed yarn for our yarn besties called The Gang. It's got a lot of the favorite colors of the girls. The next square here, I don't know the yarn, but you'll find it in the show notes, which if you haven't noticed yet, I have show notes. And I thank Miss Lynn, no, Tanya, sorry, my bad. Tanya does a number of show notes for some of the other girls, and she was more than happy to help me with mine. So I am sending her a tea steeper from David's Tea. That is an origami little bunny. So this is leftover yarn from her socks, and I have quite a bit left over. So I don't know if any of the other girls are getting any. So I have this much left, and I don't know exactly how much. I didn't weigh it to find out, but if it's about 3 grams, then it's going to Miss Jen, the Uncreative Crafter. And if it's more, I'll have to check with my woman, Mandy, to decide who it's going to. So that is what is on my needles right now. It's pretty easy to do, 15 stitch additional on. I'm doing it so that this piece here is just going to be a single one out, so it's going to grow on from this one square. I'm not doing a perfect square, so it's going to have the jagged edges going down, which I thought was really neat. So this will be basically like this, and then there will be more squares. I'll have 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and so on. They're small squares. This one with Tanya's sock yarn started with the purple, then the gray, then this nice little blue. Picks up pretty quite well in the camera there, but really pretty. The gang, I thought that was her sock yarn, but it wasn't. I gotta decide what I'm gonna start with next because Tanya gave me a lot of little mini skeins, but Mandy decided she had to give me a lot as well. I think my next color is going to be the color that I got from my T-Swap buddy from Finland because I really need to use this yarn. Then I might, if there's anything left over, I'm going to probably send it to a friend as well so they can enjoy it. Most of these skeins are from Mandy's favorite yarn, Cuppy Cake Yarns. So just to let the cat out of the bag, the dyer of Cuppy Cake Yarns decided to send me a message and found out who I was. And she also saw me on Mandy's 2-for-1 podcast episode last week that we did together. And so you'll get 15% off at her Etsy shop. The coupon code is yellow15, all lowercase. And so YELLOW, as I'm trying to write it in my finger. The number 15, and that'll give you 15% off until April 5th. So reason why I just found that out about a day or two ago. So I'm trying to push this out because it is my very first coupon code. Hopefully everybody takes advantage of it because I know I'm going to probably, even though I don't need any more yarn. So the first color from Cuppy Cake is Bashful, which is part of the Seven Dwarfs. The next one is Happy, again, Seven Dwarfs. Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. I'm going to enjoy this one. Grumpy from the Seven Dwarfs. This is Fiber Stash Country Girl. This is Dopey from the Seven Dwarves. Then you got Juliana's Fiber. This is Carousel. Madeline Tosh Merino Light Pop Rocks, because everybody knows Mandy loves her pinks. This is Doc from Cuppy Cake, part of the Seven Dwarfs. This is Jafar from Aladdin. This is Love Knots' Teal Tonal. Actually, could have been from Elsa. That would have been pretty because I have to say those are all her colors. This is Sleepy from Cuppy Cake, part of the Seven Dwarves as well. And this is Sneezy from Cuppy Cake. That was the last mini I got. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot more. Another part of my stash, I went to David's Tea. Miss Jen from the Uncreative Crafter came up on Saturday last week, and we decided to take her to Must Love Yarn, which everybody knows I love them. The second place we went to, we drove downtown Burlington on Church Street, and we went to Nido. We didn't buy anything there, and I didn't buy anything at Must Love Yarn because I thought I left my wallet home, but it was actually between the car seat and the door. Not a big deal, even better because I didn't need to buy anything. Then we went to we went to Northeast Fiber Arts, and I needed some more Eucalan. I love the smell of lavender in these. because they smell really good. And this is actually, I've never used Eucalan. Uh, this is a enriched concentrate. It's actually real pretty thick. I was pretty impressed with how thick it got. So I'm excited to be using that. We also went to David's Tea, surprise, surprise, and they had a special where if you buy one of their mugs, you'll get a color tin of tea for free. I bought my father a color changing mug because he's from Maine, and the Maine, I swear, Maine animal or whatever you crustacean or whatever is the lobster. And so they have lobsters on the raw bottom of the cup, and they color change from black to red when it gets hot. He absolutely loved it. And then my tea tin of choice, because I did not give him the tea, was organic super ginger. And that's exactly what actually I'm drinking right now with a McDonald's strawberry milkshake. Um, Ginger makes you feel so great. It's like an everyday superhero. At least that's how we feel after 1 cup of the super spicy blend of ginger. Green rooibos and peppercorns, caffeine free. And its ingredients are ginger root, green rooibos, black pepper, white pepper, pink peppercorn, and stevia extract. Um, Pretty good. No caffeine in it, which is what my purpose is of a lot of the teas I've been getting, so I can limit my caffeine intake mostly to my coffee, which I had just 1 cup today. Um, so to go into like personal news, I have a new boyfriend, Chocolate Bunny, and I decided to have an open relationship. Um, Sold Girl Scout cookies for my niece. So I'm starting to collect money and everything on that. Again, I get to keep my #1 Girl Scout status. Um, Going up for a job promotion at work. Work is still stressful. Um, Not much else happening. So decided to have a cup of tea. Wow. Definitely has a kick of ginger to it, which I do like my ginger. Just shipped 2 packages to some friends. Um, Easter's coming up. Uh, I didn't give the date, but today is March the 24th. It's about 34 degrees outside. It snowed, and I decided to have my winter tires taken off of my electric vehicle, which has a lot of torque. And everybody was giving me slack about it, but you know what? I don't care because now I'm quiet as can be. So, that is a wrap of this episode. And if you are a viewer and you want to shop, Etsy shop, anything like that, please let me know. Send me a message through Ravelry. I'll definitely do coupon codes. So this week is Cuppy Cake Yarns, 15% off, yellow 15, I think is what it is. I should check that just to make sure. Because I want to say it is yellow 15. Um, yeah. As I'm being rude and not talking and looking up into the camera. So, yellow 15. Um, and that will work up until April 5th. So everybody, all my viewers, take advantage of that coupon code because she's got some great yarns. Mandy loves cupcake yarns. So, and I'm sure I will too when I start using up some of the yarn that I got from her, and I'll probably order some yarn as well, just because she gave me a coupon code and she's the first. So, other than that, if you're going out and everything, just like Miss Jen says, take your knitting with you and knit long and prosper. Have a great week, everyone, and happy Easter to anybody who celebrates.